Good afternoon. Together with my partner Isabel, we are going to talk about sport of samples with no commercial value and import with franchise. What is a sport of samples with no commercial value? It's the final departure from the national custom territory of goods declared as samples with no commercial value. For the purposes of the sport regime, samples without commercial value are considered those goods declared as such whose total folk value does not exceed the amount indicated by the Special Administrative Unit of the DIAN by means of a resolution. Export of samples with no commercial value made directly by the National Federation of Coffee Growers or by ProColombia will not be subject to the amount established by the DIAN. In order to carry out this export, an application for a shipment permit and corresponding declaration must be processed in the form provided for in this decree for definitive export with a single shipment and definitive data. The documents supporting the applications for shipping authorization. The declarant is obligated to keep for a period of 5 years from the date of submission and acceptance of the application for shipment authorization. The original of the following documents, which must be made available to the custom authority when required. First, documents certifying the operation that gave rise to the export. Second, approval authorization where applicable. Third, mandate where a custom agency or an authorized representative acts as declarant. And fourth, the certification of physical or electronic marking issued by the surner. Conditions. When the approvals, authorization, or certification correspond to those issued by the ICA, INVIMA, or DIAN, the declarant shall be obligated to represent them at the time of shipment of goods and to keep them during the term provided for in this article. The import declaration shall not be required as a support document for the application for a shipment authorization when the export of dangerous waste or residues is approved by the Basel Combination. Neither shall such requirement be required in this case of the export of goods considered as WE, that means waste, electrical or electronic equipment, collection and management programs for post-consumption products that are established in a general resolution issued by the DIAN. Exceptions. The following products may not be exported in the form of samples of no commercial value: coffee, emeralds, articles manufactured from the precious metals, gold and its alloys, platinum and platinum group metals, goldsmith ashes, gold resource or waste, mineral products with gold concentrates, silver and platinum, human plasma, human organs, narcotic and products whose export is provided. These exceptions do not cover export of coffee samples by the National Federation of Coffee Growers or export of these products through export programs authorized by the Federation.
Import with franchise. It is that import that by virtue of treaty, convention or law enjoys total or partial exception from customs duties and based on which the merchandise is restricted disposition except as provided in the rule that enshrines the benefit. Documents. For customs purpose, the declarant is obligated to obtain prior to the lodging and acceptance of declaration and to keep for a period of 5 years from that date the original of the following documents which he must make available to the customs authority required. First, registrations or import licensee covering to the goods where applicable. Second, commercial invoice where applicable. Transport document, the proof of origin indicated in the respective trade agreement and documents. Among other these, health certificate, package list where applicable. Import declaration is submitted through a customs agency of proxy. Conditions. First, conditions. Where goods covered by a registration or import licensee, certificate of origin, transport document or commercial invoice are subject to partial relays for free circulations. The declarant shall make a record of each declaration made on the reverse side of the original or copy of the responding document, indicating the acceptance number of the import declaration, the date and quantity declared. The declarant shall enter the number and date presentation and acceptance of the import declaration to which correspond. Condition 2. The health authorizations or approvals required as support document for the advance import declaration, the records or import license resulting from these approvals, as well as the certification of marketing issued by SUNIR, physical or electronic, must be obtained prior to the physical or documentary inspection or the determination of automatic release of goods. Condition 3. For the import of smartphones and classifiable mobile phones, the letter of approval of the make and model of the mobile terminal equipment issued by the CRC and the document issued by the Ministry of Information Technology and Communications constituted the supporting documents for the import declaration. The import must prove that the mobile phone enters the country for testing by presenting the letter issued by the manufacturer stating this fact. This chain of condition 4. In this case of mobile terminal equipment using IDEN, CDME, or radio access technology, the letter of non-approval is issued by the Communication Regulatory Commissions will be required as supporting document for the import declaration, since the equipment operates in the trunk access network or as radio access technology that is not used in the country. In this case, the verification document issued by the Ministry of ICT must be obtained, indicating that this equipment is excluded from any EI verification. For declaration in the box corresponding to the NEE verification document. Condition 5, in this case of satellite communication equipment, the verification document issued by the Ministry of ICT will not be required. Termination of the modality. Leave the merchandise in free disposition prior to change of destinations. The import declaration canceling the exonerated customs duties, liquidated on customs amount the tariff and exchange rate first at the time of presentation and acceptance of the modifications. Does not require authorization by the customs. Export under the terms indicate shall be mean the completion of the duty-free import.